Hello, my name is Lorianne. I am an IMG from the Dominican Republic, and I'm currently in the United States doing a Master's of Science in Midwifery. I wanted to make this video because I know there are many IMGs that would like to do a master's, either for boosting their CV or as an alternative career. In my case, I did it actually as an alternative career. Uh, I'm not sure I'm gonna be taking the USMLE anymore, and I'm very happy about what I'm doing. And well, first I will start. I would say that the process to get into a master's degree is not easy. I wouldn't compare it to getting into a residency program, because of course that's way more difficult, but it does need a lot of preparation and academic skills just to get into the program. Well, the first thing is you need to know what are your reasons to do the master's degree. Um, is it just to boost your CV? Is it because you want clinical experience? Because a master's degree can help you get that, or is it because you want you want an alternative option? Well, I would say that this the reason why you're doing it depends on which master you're gonna take, or also what do you like to do, right? Uh, but I would say first do a research of what masters go according to your goals. If you only want to boost your CV, you wouldn't like a master's that is very long or very expensive, or that you actually have to go on campus full time to do it, because really all you want is to have something extra in your CV. I would warn about this, that uh, most programs wouldn't be happy with you doing that. When you apply to a program, uh, they're giving something to you, but they also expect you to give something to them. It's like when you go to the residency program, the residency program wants you to represent them and to do something with your earned degree, right? So it's the same with a master's degree. The program directors will be interested on what are your plans regarding the master's degree, and I would recommend be honest. You don't have to. You can let them know that what you want is to boost your CV, but just don't put it like that. Let them know that you are interested in gaining more more knowledge in the American health field, or you would like to expand your academic abilities. This is the way you have to put it, not right, but just let them know that you're a reason to do this master, or just because you are there's people that just like to study and just like to gain knowledge, and they're fine with that, but you have to put it in a way that that wants them to welcome you into their program. uh yes, there's nothing bad to doing that to boost your CV. That's okay. Also, you can tell them you want to bring something extra to your residency program when you apply. That's a very valid reason. But what I would warn against is not to mislead the program director into what are your purposes about the program, because that's not well seen. Like sooner or later they're gonna find out, and it's not gonna be good for your reputation, for for your recommendation. They can give you letters of recommendation for residency too in your program. So that's not being honest could in the long run could affect you. So you have to think very well what you're gonna do. um so yes, that's one. Research what programs go according to your goals. If you really want to gain clinical experience and you really want to or you really want to, like me, take that master's as a full career, then you will be better off choosing like one of the best programs in the market for that master's. Check very reputable universities, and check about what job opportunities you will have with that program, what kind of medical practice you will have into it, because there many programs won't have any kind of medical practice, and some people like that. You will be at the lab, or either you will just be writing papers. So this is important when you're gonna pick your masters. So do your research about what masters go with your goals. That's the first thing. Just a Google research, you don't have to go anywhere. We have Google. That's how I found my masters. And but if you have some friends that have done their masters, you can ask them for advice too. That's good. But compare between different programs before you apply. Before I selected my program, I at first, you never applied to just one program. I applied to different programs, but I never completed the application in the other two programs, because they accepted me in my preferred program before I completed the application for the other two. That's something you have to consider as well. Okay, now you selected your program. You checked that you can actually either go on campus or take it online. What will be the workload be that you estimate? How long will it take you? How much money will you invest in this program? And all that has to be according to your goals. The bigger your goals with this program, the more money you have to invest, the more time you have to invest, and the more research you will have to make. So once you already have your programs, because it's wise to apply to more than one program. But once you already have your programs, sorry, my nose is itchy. I don't want to be scratching my nose in front of you, but yeah, that's done. So once you have your program ready, your list of programs that you want to apply, and among the list you have your preferred program, then you have to go to their website or email and find out what are their admission requirements. The admission requirements can take you a long time, so you have to do this with time. Don't expect to start your application process 1 month before the semester starts. You have to start doing it either 1 year or 1 semester before, because their deadlines usually are the semester before the one you want to start. So you have to start very early. I'll tell you about my own experience. It was being a foreign MD is gonna look good in most masters that you apply to. Now I will be doubtful about the MPH, because there's so many people with MPH. Now I'm seeing a lot of people with MBAs too. But yes, MPH, think about it. Think about it before you go into an MPH. Is that what you really want to do, or you're just gonna do it for the title? Because most probably, I don't think you're gonna stand out a lot as an MD, because there are almost everybody that does MPH is an MD, and there are many foreign MDs doing MPH. So, but of course, never. I'm not saying it's not good if you do an MPH. Of course, it's gonna boost your CV, but if you want to increase your chances of standing out, it's having something that really stands out in your CV, and also standing out in the application process for that master's. Look for something else than an MPH, and if you can find it, that will be awesome. So yes, like for example, I saw that the admission requirements they had were along the lines of taking some prerequisites, and I was not sure if I met these prerequisites. So I emailed them. And what happened? Because I emailed them, my process went so much faster. They asked me for my transcript from medical school. I was worried, and I was honest with them about this from the first email, that my how do you call it, my GPA was not ideal for the program, but they had a clause that said, if your GPA is not we have options, right? Most programs have that. The GPA is not the most important thing for them, so that's something you can work around. So I asked them, oh well, my GPA is not the best one, so I would like to see if I would need to take some prerequisites and blah blah blah. So with this email, what happened? They asked me for my transcript, and it was for my transcript before I needed to actually submit it. They asked me also for a CV. So what I did for my curriculum, I actually hired someone to help me build my curriculum, and this was so helpful. That person also later helped me to write my essay for the admission, and it was so wonderful. Her name is Deborah Reshnikoff, and I found her on LinkedIn. So if any of you would like to contact her, well, if she's watching this, well, I don't think she will, but thank you so much, Deborah. I wouldn't be in the masters without you. So what happened in my CV, I put all my experiences from my internship, and I actually talked about this briefly, about these experiences, about my rotations, like a list of things I did in each of my rotations. And believe it or not, this looked perfect. It made me look like someone who has a lot of experience. And it's true, because usually IMGs have much more experience than when they're fresh graduates than US fresh graduates. So this was I took that opportunity. When you find an opportunity with a program, take it. When you find a communication to the program director, make the most out of that opportunity. So I took that opportunity, and I gave them my best CV, a professional CV, where a professional helped me make it. And yes, I sent them my transcript and all my emails. I proofread my emails. I made sure that I had correct grammar. I was very polite when I sent them emails. And they checked my transcript and they saw that all the prerequisites that they required, I had already taken them in medical school and I had passed them with good grades. So I didn't have to take any prerequisites. Imagine if I would just go along with what they said in their website and never emailed them, I might have taken prerequisites without needing to do it. So what happened then, the program director wanted to meet me in person, and she called me and I went and met with her and we talked, and she told me, take this as your interview for the program. And I haven't even sent my essay yet, but she was so impressed by my CV and my diligence to get into the program that she welcomed me to the program. Well, after this, it was not the traditional way for me, but after this, I sent my essay, which Deborah helped me write, and it was all about my experiences in my internship in the Dominican Republic. And I also had to send a paper. They ask you to write a paper about some article in a journal, in a specific journal that they ask you to. And it has to be in APA format. So I had to learn APA format because I was not familiar with it. I was also using Vancouver or Harvard style. And I had to learn how to do the APA. And my essay, I delivered it in APA format too, even they didn't require it. But I noticed that this was the format that they preferred, so I did it in that format too. And lo and behold, I was accepted formally to the program. And it was a lot of work. I spent probably 4 months doing all this, and there were deadlines for everything, and I applied early. It's important to apply early. Don't wait for the last deadline. They have several deadlines. If you send your papers the first deadline, you will have way more chances to go in. So yes, about the interview, they want to know what are your purposes when with the master. So as I told you, be honest about it, be polite, smile. And well, I think this is mostly what you need to know. The essay, I can't emphasize enough, that will be the most important element of your application. Don't regard it as something. It's like your cover letter, and in for your residency, this is similar. The essay has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. I didn't realize how much importance they gave to this until I talked with Deborah, who helped me do my essay, and I did some research. This is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if your GPA is not ideal, if you haven't had any experience. It doesn't matter. If your essay convinces them that you deserve to be in that program and that you will make the most out of what you learned there, you're in. So that's what you have to focus more in your essay. And also use being a foreign MD as an asset, and your experience that you had in your country. Don't underestimate the little experiences that you had in your country. Don't underestimate them. They are big. So yes, I think this is all I would like you to know about it. I think this is the most important things. But if you have any questions, please put them below, and I will try to reply as I can. I would say finally that being in a master's degree, doing a master's degree, is not easy job. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of writing. You really have to polish your English writing. They will ask you for a TOEFL score too. I already had a TOEFL score, so they didn't. I didn't have to take the test again. I sent them my old TOEFL scores, and they accepted them. But if your English is not perfect, they will ask you for a TOEFL score, more probably. If you're not a resident of the United States or a U.S. citizen, they will most likely ask you for a TOEFL score. So yes, your English has to be, at least your written English has to be almost perfect. But once you are in the masters, they usually have a department that helps you with writing. But still, you have to make an effort to make your English writing, specifically academic writing, the best possible. Well, this is all. I don't have any more time, and I think this is a lot for you right now that will help you to get into a master's degree in the United States. My master's degree offers me also clinical experience, and I will be working in a hospital once I'm done with it. So that's very, very, very useful for residency if that's your purpose. Well, if you have any questions, like I said, leave them below, and thanks for watching. Bye.